Being endgame is fun, right? Getting to do whatever you want, buy whatever you want must be great. No, that is but it's really 1,000 hours, 250,000 hours of my every house, killing every island, sacrificing 500 hours, I'm going insane. Sorry, where was I? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be hyping up how difficult level 460 is. Anyways, here's the 4,700 hours of me losing my mind so you don't have to. It's time to get level 460. I haven't started getting up here in a while, but first off, I have 1.9 coins, nearly 2 mil, and of course, I have my Inferno videos running, getting passive XP. Chili Pepper Collection, which I'm actually getting pretty close to, but that's not what we're going to focus on right now. I'm currently level 481, and I need to get back up to the top 500, but I really look forward to this easily in the top 500. But I got this for fun, and I have been sucking, so I'm a couple things. One of the things is missing is stuff to these tasks. First of all, they had to do it missing, but that's not what I'm doing. These two things right here. First of all, I need to do barbarian reputation. I have 2,000 reputation, and I used to have a 12K program, but unfortunately, none of this was recognized. So I'm switching back to one faction, and I need to start doing things. This might take a little bit, but hopefully not too long. And you know what else won't take too long? Liking the video and subscribing. God, this is a really forced segue. I put a ton of time and effort into these videos, so taking 3 seconds out of your day to subscribe would greatly help me keep producing this. What I'm doing right now is going to cost a little bit of money. I'm missing a lot of consumables, so I guess we should start working for those. These were added a little while back, and I forgot nothing. So I have to do these, which I need to apply. That sounds delightfully tasty. And then lastly, we have the Dwarvenos or oats, which are really, really cheap. Wow, okay, they're 2,000 coins per. I'm paying 2 times the value. They're that cheap. Anyway, after all of that, let's come back to my items, update my XP, and I am at 52 out of 20. And now I just need to find Dark Cacao and Spotlight. Funny story, I actually have all of these on Iron Man. I have all 5 on Iron Man, and yet I'm missing them on my main. But we'll buy 5 of these for a little under 9 mil. And these are going to be 2 XP per, but well, I can't eat them all at the same time. I guess it's going to take me 5 hours to eat these. And then we also have, ooh, that's expensive. Then again, these are harder to get, so I guess give me another 5 and it's going to be ouch. Not fun. Okay, give me up. Am I able to eat all of these at one time? No. It's only 2 XP for something that expensive, and I'm assuming I can, yeah, I already have that. So again, this is just another 5 hours. Another quick XP I can actually get is I think how this faster repair. I suppose I know the plan. I got the things. It turned into an upside down series. I can just things that doesn't like to update immediately. But there we go, now I have every password. Now the next thing I want to do is, well, the museum. I have been really against this ever since the beginning, and I'm singing. I'm really busy this video here, so I have 1.8 mil left, and let's just see where I can go. I would generally like to go shoot this first, and yeah, I am missing 18 something rare, which we added an insane amount, so I'm just gonna see how much this is. Let's go around. Apparently all of this is museum. have is this rookie pickaxe. And my goodness, I still have so much more to go, just so much random stuff. Okay, time to fill my inventory again. You know, I forgot how annoying it is to get all these items. None of them are expensive, there are just a lot of them, and all over the place. And now we're up to 48 out of 100. Another full inventory that took me about 15 minutes to gather all of these items, and they are actually getting up into the more expensive range now, which I'm not sure if I should be happy about or not, but several of these items did cost me nearly 5 million coins. Oh, and I leveled up to full victory, I didn't even realize. Yeah, it turns out the museum is a pretty good way to get XP. Things are actually becoming a bit more expensive now, with some of these things being over 10 mil. I paid 23 mil for this pumpkin launcher, but I'm just going to donate all of this and see what all I have left. Most of these are giving me about 4 Skyblock XP per, and with all of that donated, we are 47 out of 100. And after all that, I only have 4 game things left. It appears that some of these they can't find a little spin for some of these. As well, since it's just cheaper. Starting off cheaper with it's doing that by buy order price. Maybe it would be cheaper to buy it, only 2 on the H, but I will take this one. Lovely. Now we need a stack of molten powder and 16 vertexes. So we have pain, aka 16 vertex, and then we need a small algae, aka 96 mil, and then a little bit of enchanted sulfur, and then all of this hardship on my first will turn into a warning flare. Lovely. Okay, time for the big boy. So it's 2 stacks of molten powder, another 16 vertexes, and then an apex on top of that. Also Wilson's engineering credits. I hate these things. I throw multiple of them off the map, but I guess I actually need one now. No, not bad. I guess give me the 16 vertexes and the 2 stacks of molten powder. Just get it over with. And of course, do not forget the apex, 90 mil. I think that's actually less than the vertexes. And lastly, a negligible amount of sulfur. And this one I actually won't craft manually. I think it deserves it. And there we go. We get an SOS flare. The reason I did not have this before today is because I did not have it. I did every single max there with an overclocks, so it just felt unnecessary to me. But hey, I have one for the museum now. But I guess since I have one now, it is better than the overclocks. So I might as well keep that. And incinerators. And those are very expensive. They don't think they're supposed to be that expensive. Soft chili peppers are really expensive. Chili peppers themselves are pretty expensive too. I have a collection of this. I'm almost a stud chili pepper, and nowhere near the prices go down to the levels. I guess I'll just wait to craft this myself. And I guess how much on this? Although I'm not sure if it really matters. It could either be Jasper or maybe Sapphire. Well, I'm not doing no base here, so I'm just gonna craft a Jasper power scroll. I think it's the one that I'm gonna see myself using the most. I can always swap it out later. So really the only thing I can think of that I would use in SOS Flare nowadays is the last phase of T5 Ultra, which I think strength would probably be the most useful. And I don't know, maybe an episode of the very negligible. but the raw craft cost is a bit cheaper. You know, I'm beginning to see why the raw craft cost is a bit cheaper. That doesn't look right. So we need a stack for 61 mil, and then another 32 on top of that for 30 mil. Then we also need enchanted redstone lamps, which to be honest is probably just cheaper to craft these. So we'll need 2048 redstone dust, which is 6 mil, and I don't have enough inventory space. I guess I'll divide that by 2. I think 1024 will fit. Yeah, there we go. I'll just shove all of this into this backpack. And for the redstone, I need 8,192. And again, I can just find this 1024 at a time. It's gonna be 2 mil per. And I should have all of it. So if I just search up the blaze tech radio again, I can go in here and just super grab 64 of these. And now I should just be able to spread all the milk powder down the sides, split the vertexes, and throw the lamps in there. And we get a blaze tech and radio. Anyway, that goes into rarities. That's a thing I have now. And I get 16 XP and level 454. And there are 2 things left I want to do. And then I'm supposed to get an annihilation clock. The one is telling me this is 270 mil. This does not look like 270 mil. But you know what? Sure, we'll go with that. But in order to get that, we also have the construction building. So we need 192 mil. That's 200 mil. 16 vertexes are not. Luckily, most of these weren't terribly expensive, and I'm really hoping it takes these from my sacks, otherwise it's going to be annoying. For the annihilation cloak, I need 2, and 3 for this, so hopefully I have enough for 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know. Okay, cool. That's 4. How much am I missing? So I have a stack of each. Looks like I'm still needing 6 in all of them. Not bad. Okay, hopefully I did everything right. Give me a good singularity, and I think that's everything. It is. I also apparently got some more vertexes. Anyway, 256 power sounds great. 250, but I'm rounding up. That's not how math works. You know what? I get a pass. I gave it to myself. That is how math works. Now I change everything you were taught out for us now. I shouldn't have everything. I think this is a really this, and there we go. Annihilation cloak. That was not worth it, but I did get 24 Skyblock XP. Now, the very last thing I want to do is get an enchanted clock. Oh, that's a lot of highlight. So it would be a little bit under 100 mil if I were to insta-buy all of this. Or I could find it all out. That's the rift. I could mine out an enchanted clock. I could cause myself to go insane. Or do I just spend 100 mil? Decisions. Yeah, I'm spending 100 mil. Yeah, 98 mil. Right now. Cool. Anyway, a stack of redstone and a stack of gold blocks. Split this in half, slap that in the center, and then split this. And cool, we get an enchanted clock. I can slap this in here, and then we get 7 Skyblock XP. After all that, I am very close to being back in the top 500. And now these are the only items I need to donate to the museum. External Images Time Locked, Plasma Flux, Crown of Avarice, and Midas Staff. I just can't afford to get all the diamond and golden heads. I'm just going to wait until I max their respective collections to go. Before I get to the dungeon collections, the thing I want to do first is actually Sutra. I only have 1 more collection to do on this, but it'll give me 30 Skyblock XP, as well as I will finally get max pencil, which is also what I want to do. I have some friends that are really about to be getting into Sutra and Iron Man, so I figured I would take this opportunity and join them so I wouldn't have to do it. But we are going to be starting with tier 3. Before doing this, I have not played Sutra 2 minutes. They could definitely be faster, but I am actively zoning out during them. But 2 minutes times another 250 so runs is, I don't know, a lot of time. What I was trying to do with that. I'm on my 500th run, but as soon as I kill Lonzo, I'm halfway there. Cool, now I need 250 more runs. This is gonna be fun. Now about to level up in terms of that, and if I claim this right here, I should have, yeah, I'm friendly now. Oh, if it didn't give me any Skyblock XP, I guess let's swap lobbies and see what it does. Okay, it did. I guess it's just one of those weird ones that do not give XP to me. But I'm getting so close to top 500. So I've been doing a little bit of farming, just win, and I am 99 out of 100 XP to level 455. Now I don't know when I gained this much XP. I've been so incredibly zoned out that I just didn't even notice it. Like this morning, I'm pretty sure I was missing about 3 XP and I was somehow gained enough. But I guess the best way I can think of to Bonzo heads in the museum for 10 Skyblock XP. And I think all of that should push me over top 500. I just need to wait for it to update. Great, I guess we'll move on to M2 now, right? And this one will probably take longer. That's 500. I'm just gonna yeah, we'll do that. Before I continue doing the rest of the runs of M2 that I need, there's a fishing festival going on. And I'm getting pretty close to my goal, but I don't think I can finish it during this fishing festival, but I should be able to get a little bit of XP. And plus, I still have one level of bestiary that I need to do on Real Shark, so time for this fisher now. The fishing festival is over, and I did pretty well for myself, all things considered. I got 2 water hydra heads, which I'm just going to use to fuel my inferno minions, 9 great white shark meat, 2 legendary megalodons, and 7 epics. I also ended up going from 85 XP to 91, so there's a very real chance I could finish off all my arena XP in this year. Like, hey, I am missing a single Abbyphone contact, and that's Bryn Mawr. And this is actually part of some content that was released somewhat recently that I have done nothing about currently. The Abandoned Quarry. I haven't even discovered, but here is where I will get the new contacts. Those are some investors that are probably going to next level on that for the contact. I'm gonna get the contacts. Anyway, I guess I'll just get going. Oh, there's the first Metro Brother. I don't think I get any XP for the first one though. I'm actually realizing that I should be wearing hunter armor, as I should be treasure fishing with this. Simply when it comes to the treasure, if I'm not fishing with creatures, I should have a higher chance to catch it. Like a small upside of this, that for recording purposes at least, I won't get any extra bestiary. I mean, I actually get a level up message. I got the speckled teapot, but I blessing did. Alright, okay, I guess I have 2 now. So I guess what I do now is just go back to the mines, grab out my iPhone, and let's talk to this guy. He and now I just need to give him one of my tokens. And with that, I get less 10 speckled XP and level 56. And 8 XP. And I don't want to put too many stars on here because trying to save my money for reasons, but I'll put a bunch of stars on here that are fairly cheap. And 5-starring isn't too bad, so I'll just leave it at that. And now I just need to do it with the rest. Maxed out, I'm getting an extra 40 fishing speed from this, as well as with the bonus, where you get 1 fishing speed per star. I should be getting an extra 20 fishing speed, but I'm getting 350 fishing speed, which is more than enough. Okay, you know, the more I fish, the more I'm thinking this might just be in water fishing pools. Okay, let me go fish in water for a little bit and see if my theory is correct. Oh my god, I was right. Okay, well I have a bouncy beach ball now. I guess it's just time to fish for a while and get a bunch of these. I managed to get up to 11, so we'll go to one of the main hubs so you actually get more rewards going more people getting it. Assuming a lot of these are really full though. I also threw down a beach ball, but people are prioritizing the big beach balls, so I don't think these small ones are really going to do much. So let's go back to the right. I just want to see how these work. I throw that up. Okay, yeah, I don't really have that. I think it would work very well, but I think it's so well. And that's all of those. I found out resistant. I got another 2 stacks of fishy treats, which means I can buy the seal talisman. Just gonna slap that in there and I get 5 Skyblock XP. I'm gonna wait to recon it though until I get the max, which give me another 4 stacks. But while I'm here, I was in a DC and I figured out that over here in the main area, if I can find it, yeah, this fountain right here, you can fish in it, and it gives you the water fishing loot table, except you have the Crimson Isle fishing power, 50, so you're able to get water drops, but with 50 more fishing speed. But I'm just going to be fishing right now. I should finally be able to upgrade the talisman, so I go ahead and grab it, I can upgrade it to rare, and now we can slap a recon on this, and we have a new epic talisman, and when I rearrange everything, that is going to be 7 Skyblock XP in total, bringing me up to 29 out of 100. Now the only things I have left are just another 8 stacks to get both these rituals, which was, and I should have to buy the thing is not be that much longer. I just buy that first, so that's the days I don't think the innovation keep going, but I think I'll be fine. Anyway, thank you to 100 rep, and there it is. Over 3,000, and I don't think my XP is going to update until I swap lobbies. No, but there we go. 88 out of 100. Anyway, I'm just trying to think of what I can do for this over this little level. I don't want to spend money, so it's, well, I'm trying to save my money. I can't quickly get bar rep, so that's out of the question. Can't quickly level up classes. Fishing festivals out of the question. Boss questions, that's going to take a while. Really, the only thing I can think of that's fast is the Rift Guide, which I thought I had finished. So here's the rifts. What exactly am I missing? Look in the Rift Guide, there's just nothing I can see that's not wrong. Okay, so it's saying I'm missing 3 XP, but clearly not. I have maximum missiles, I have everything I can think of. Although my XP just went up. I guess I had some unupdated XP in there. Interesting. I guess I'm at 91 out of 100 now. I guess really the best thing I can do for XP right now is just go back to doing into. There really isn't much else for me. extra 10 Skyblock XP. But now it's just on to M3. Don't know if I'm going to do that now, don't know if I'm going to do that later. But what I do know I'm going to do now is go to bed. Starting M3, I only have 288 runs. And I may get a part for parts of this, I may not. I am not even a Necron, but it's time to do it. As M3 runs quickly should take as long as I can to power parts, just because the boss fight is a little bit faster than I remember. But we will see. This run has not been fully locked in, and I definitely can do about 200 runs. At least I hope. And I'm sure as I go, I will figure out better ways to use this. I am looking for one so good that I have hit 300 comps. Only way too many I entirely missed it, but 400 runs. Get me. I completely missed it again, but 500 runs. I also borrowed an H7. I've been kind of looking to want to do M3 with just because stage clearing is a bit less fun. And apparently M3 these lanes are personally, it takes me surprising considering I'm maxing. I guess that's why it's LCMs, and then we can get to LCMs. So that is 800 runs. Oh boy, 50 more runs. Every single match, it's nearly 3 a.m. So you're no longer I got 100. Really ugly, all things considered, but I don't know, it's here, it's mine, and I have it. And with all that, I'm at 76 out of 100 XP. Okay, so I just logged on, ignore the texture pack continuity, I needed something else to do but I checked my chocolate factory, and I have the reward is a mitten for reaching 700 gold chocolate. This should give me 10 Skyblock XP, which it did, and now I'm sitting at 94 out of 100. There's anything I can do to complete 6 XP. I am getting pretty close to the next level in so I think I'll just wait for that. That might be like 1 or 2 days. With these dailies right here, I should be able to finish it. I'm only 380 off, and I did the math. There's enough here if I do every single final pieces. So I guess let's just start with that, starting with Blade Soul, and we're going to be getting a quest on the prep. Someone is up there, but we're going to be getting a quest from use some water fishing bestiaries. Of course, gonna start with water worms since I'm so close to those. This should take like all of 5 seconds. Okay, so I filled up the worm cup really quickly. Let's see, do I get any bestiary for this? Looks like I'm about 100 water worms and about the same on the poison worms. Let's get 4 of these. That should max the bestiary for both of them. And there it is, water worm 15 and poison water worm 15. Now I just need to see what I want to do next. I guess I'll do mithril grubbers, that shouldn't be too bad next. Funny thing about this area is that if you throw your rod into this wall, you can actually kind of semi-bond rush. I'm using the wrong bait, but the mobs will just go through here and float up to the top. So while it isn't proper barn fishing, it is kind of like, look at that, we're already at mithril grubber 1, only 300 more to go. And mithril grubber 2, mithril grubber 3, and I saw fishing down there, I decided it was really annoying. I'm still missing a Crown of Avarice in my museum, which you get from Stock Exchange. In order to make it, you need 2 Avarice Chalices, which I need to buy. It's going to be the cheapest right now, however, I don't have money, so sorry, I'll pay myself back later. I already do have 25 stock of stocks, but I need another 75, so if I buy these, that's going to be 343, but it's so much better than the like 600 something that would have been, and I'm going to go ahead and buy 1 and 2 Avarice Chalices. But now in order to make a Crown of Avarice, I need a couple more things. I need a stack of different feathers and 24 diamond coins. We'll go ahead and do a gold launch. Shouldn't be that expensive. 2 mil. There was also a Diana fairly recently, so green feathers are insane. Just gonna stack those for 6 mil. I also need to buy a Crown of Greed, which is not going to be terribly expensive. I already have one in my museum, but I don't want to soul mine this quick. Now what I do want to do, I want to buy something what I'm going to do is guess only 100 more until I max the bestiary. A Garamoon 9. That's not a bestiary I was expecting to get, but Rider of the Deep 14. When I go down to kill, this should max the bestiary. Yep, there it is. Carrot King 15. I got finally stopped using all this stupid carrot bait. I was getting so tired of this. I also got a lucky clover core, and in total I got 22 lucky clover cores, which if I were to sell them for that would be about 43 mil. Very nice. But I am never carrot king fishing again. This should max my Guardian Defender bestiary, which it did. That's another max fishing bestiary. I noticed this bestiary wasn't quite max, so I went out of my way and went ahead and maxed it. And I believe that's every bestiary, well there's only two, but every bestiary done on the elements, which I suppose is kind of nice. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I decided to do some ink fishing. This is going faster than I thought it would. And there's Max Night Squid. That did not take long. And I'm getting great on the squid bestiary. Lots of other max bestiary. And I finally maxed the squid bestiary. I think this is so cool. It's not even that hard, but 10,000 squids is and then claim that to get level 459. And there's a Garamu 13. These fishing bestiaries are taking a bit longer than I thought they would, but I only need 2,000 more of these. It's an hour before the festival, so spooky fishing is a thing right now. And that is Scarecrow 13. Hopefully I can finish this bestiary in the next 2 or 6 weeks. And that's max right there. I don't think I was going to max it that quickly. And during this spooky night, I've been doing this bestiary. We got Witch 7, Witherboard 8. There we go, I maxed the Venom Fisher bestiary. And Scary Junior 7, Rowdy 14. When there we go, I finally maxed out Rider of the Deep. I've been working towards this one for so long. Just got another bestiary. So after all this spooky fishing, I am up to 89 out of 100 XP. And I can get to the next level of this. So first of all, if I go to my bestiary, I have 10 Skyblock XP to claim here. And while I did say that I was going to claim this level, I'm going to claim it for next week. So that's probably a good thing too, because it looks like it's going to be my XP. So and there we go, now I'm 99 out of 100. And so now I'm over to my it's just one hit away, and man, I had to summon them again, so now I gotta kill 2 of these things. Okay, but this hit should kill it. Oh, and I got a Magma Urchin. I guess free 10 mil. But if we come all the way back to this, and I claim this hatch getting placed, we will get a version. Need to worry about reputation. I have 12k in both. Although I will need to swap lobbies in order for the XP. But there we go, that's 43 XP into level 459. Next, we are going to be back to spending some money. And I'm in the garden for this one. I have nearly 36,000 offers that I've saved though, and I just want to put it all into combos or upgrades. I don't know how far I'll get with this, probably not very. But this is one of the last things I actually need to spend money on, so I figured I might as well get it out of the way. So starting off with a pretty expensive one, 2 stacks of ground mushroom blocks, as well as 2 stacks of trophy, and we're going to get 2 Skyblock XP, and now we need 1 stack of college cards, as well as 3 silver, and now we have 1 Skyblock XP, and save it for the same rate over again, because quite literally the rest of the footage I have is this is the exact same thing. Despite being able to get 460 right now, I want to get it into I'm not confident that doing it will give me a little message, and I really want to upload a message. I know it's not given me one previously, but maybe I fix that, I don't know. It looks like it was updating correctly, but I honestly just don't trust it. So the very last thing, we're going back to the game, and we're going to be donating a minus 6. I'm going to buy this one because it's slightly higher price paid. There's so much but I am level 460, which is 9 levels off max. Oh, but that's so nice to look at, with the red name too. I'm also nearly back in the top 400. I don't know if it actually updated this quickly, and this is 10 minutes ago, but I'm very close. Now, I feel like it's basically tradition at this point. I installed a modified worker password made by different team, and it looks like I need to set them up. Honestly, I don't want to download a whole nother mod just for that, so I guess I can't see my name back in third person.